Hello guys, this is the Anime Alley here, and welcome back to Princess of Evangile. I'm now going to pull all the stops on recording and uploading for a few days. I'll try to at least.
それが民意の形成です。これからの1年、来たるグランデボートに備えて生徒たちの考えをしっかり進化させてほしいのです。ビユドラ・バンセンヌの良識を疑うわけではありませんが、グランデボートは本来生徒たちの単なる人気投票という側面も強いですからね。
And just so you guys don't know what that says, there you go.
今回ばかりはそんなものではないのだとしっかり宣伝してもらいたいのです。といったことを伝えるためにここにこうして集まってもらったわけですが、美月はどう思います？
もちろん否やはありません。いずれにしろ生徒会長の選出がイコール学園の未来を決めるということですし。
Is it no one agrees or else?
では理性は？
もちろんです。最初から私はそのつもりでした。
そうであれば今年はアソシアシオンに精一杯汗をかいてもらうということで、他に意見はありませんか？
No particular addresses came from Mitsuki's group, but from Rice's group, in other words, my so-called allies, a voice speak up. I cannot participate, although I do not disagree with you in concept.
それはどうしてかしら、ユミ？
Because I am against reform. That's right, Rice said she was the only one on the side of reform. Just because they were members of White Lily Society didn't necessarily mean they agreed with Rice's ideas. So, to tell me that I must act to aid reform, if I may be blunt, it's ridiculous.
ユミ、
Pardon me, Rice, but I absolutely refuse to participate in this task.
こちらこそごめんなさい。私が軽率でした。白百合会、紅バラ会という単位で考えてしまい、そのメンバーの内心を顧みることがありませんでした。
The girl named Yumi looked at the floor in silence for a time and finally spoke in a whisper. It's just that the eventual fate of our school will come down to the results of the grand vote. So she tied the ribbon on her arm.
ユミ、
I return this to you, Rise. She held the ribbon out to Rise, who took it wide-eyed. It was then that I noticed she was wearing the same ribbon on her arm. Not just her, Mitsuki and Risco had them too, though the color was different. Excuse me. She left the room hurriedly. Another student addressed Rise. It appears that the lion's share of the work for reform has at some point has been pushed onto our association. Rise, do you intend to fight this battle under the banner of reform?
はい。
Then I cannot participate either. One refusal came after another. In the end, all of the members of White Lily Society had left the room. Rise stood there dejectedly with countless blue ribbons in her hands, staring at the door from which her allies had gone.
私が甘かったわね。同じ白百合会の役員なのだからと無意識のうちに協力を期待してしまったんだわ。
And guys, please just try to ignore the sound that's coming over there.
みんな変革には反対なのだということは初めから分かっていたというのに。
I should say something. Come on. What do you speak? Not all of them. I'm here.
あなたね、アソシアションの役員にはなると言えばなれるわけじゃないのよ。年度末に翌年度の役員を決める選挙がある。みんな選挙の洗礼を経ているのだから、いきなりあなたが遠くを行ったところで。
I am not known about. I may not know much about Fastness organization, and I may not be an official member, but I don't care. I'm still going to help Rise. You can't possibly object to that, can you? Mitsuki let out a huffy breath and turned back to Rise.
それで、リサさん、あなたはどうするつもり？白百合会の役員はみんなリボンを返上してしまったわ。白百合会のバックアップもなしに、本当にグランデボートに向けて戦うつもりなの？ええ、もちろん。
Rise nodded definitely.
あなたは昔から強い人だった。私にはそう。小此木雅也さん。
Yeah.
私はあなたとも男子とも驚愕なんて真っ平なの。申し訳ないですけれど、一学期で出て行っていただくわ。失礼。
Those clipped words, she marched out of the room. Her footsteps rang behind her.
ベルエピーヌ、あなたも同じ考え？私は決まり事や秩序を乱されることに最も違和感を覚えます。男子と机を並べたいという気持ちも特にありませんし、まあそれは当然のことですが、今を変えたいという気持ちがないということは文字通りの主級派ということです。そう、理事長、話は以上でしょうか？ええ、そうね。では私も失礼します。
The Red Rose members left one by one until it was just us and the chairwoman in the room alone.
じゃあ私たちも行きましょうか。おばあさま、ごきげんよう。はい、ごきげんよう。リセはどうやら本当に素敵な男子を見つけたみたい。さーて、困ったことになってしまったわね。
But despite Rai's words, I could sense a smile in her tone.
けれどまあ、なんとかなるわよね。二人が力を合わせれば。
Objectively speaking, things had quickly gone from bad to worse. Yet for some reason, I felt a strange sort of confidence. As long as Rise did everything she could, things would work out. Yeah. I gave her a firm nod and shook her hand again. This time, there was no students around us and no whispers to accommodate it.
そんなことになったのですか？
正直びっくりしました。まさか一人でもやっていくだなんて。
それゆうでコールの一面に偽りはないということなのでしょうね。
でも今回ばかりはリセさんの負けのはずです。だって役員が全員抜けて選挙に勝てるはずがないですから。
Why do you care? You were fighting with her in the... Here's the thing. Why would you care?
そうでしょうね。ただ念には念を入れて、私は紅バラ会の回答を降りようと思います。
どういう意味？
リセさんの方が私より人気が高いのは事実ですから。
I say you're an idiot.
あら、そんな。美月だってとても魅力的なのに。
それで回答はリツコにやってもらおうと思うんです。
リツコに？
回答を1年生が務めてはいけないという規定はありませんから。
This is where the word bitch comes into play.
確かにありませんね。ベルエキングの人気はリセさんに引けを取らないものがあります。彼女が怪盗になればきっと勝てるはずです。リツコにその話をしたの？断りはしないと思います。ええ、でしょうね。お姉様、一つだけ教えてください。何？一つと言わず何でも聞いて結構よ。お姉様はどう思っていらっしゃるんですか？来年の変革。美月、私が最も大切に思っていることが何であるか分かって。それは万仙女の安寧を守ること。なぜなら私はラテトゥスールなのだから。じゃあまずはあの人の本性を知るところから始めましょう。美月も付き合ってくれるわね。あ、はい。
Yeah, all that was episode 1, but for ours it's part 9. This one will be part 9 right now. In other parts ahead of this. But anyway. Nice, itchy. I don't know what to do for these. What? I thought I heard a knock just now. Definitely a knock. A knock? Sorry, that'll be my upstairs neighbor. I glanced reflectively at the clock and I saw that it was only 5:30 a.m. Who's knocking at this hour? Regardless, I slipped out of bed. So cold. It was still cold in the morning at this time of year. It had been cold the night I met Rice too. Yeah. Yes? What? No, I just figured it was Sister... So I see. So, do you need something? It's pretty early. What are you talking about? What? I'm not one of those guys. That isn't... No, I was raised in a... For the past 2 years, I was raised in a gentleman's club. This isn't going to work. What do you mean by forbidden objects? I didn't make you say anything, but I understand what she was trying to say. Oh, you don't have to worry about that. They checked my belongings when I first moved in, so... Do you really think the crazy guard ladies would actually let me bring something like that in there? There was something upsetting about being cut off with a smile like that. What type of whining is that? Huh? Yeah, it's called, would you please empty out your pockets? You don't just ask someone to remove their clothes.
下着まで取れてはみませんから。
She was really smiling.
マリコ様がおっしゃっているのよ。早く脱ぎなさい。
But
早くし。
right, I removed the school-provided sweatpants and sweatshirt. Stood there in a t-shirt and boxers. Gold.
じゃあ外に出ていて。
You say you don't want trouble for the other students. Yeah, don't push me out with nothing but my underwear. What? They say, oh, I want peace for the school. You're causing trouble for it.
ではないわ。部屋の主がいて、家探しなどできるはずがないでしょ。
How about this? It's called sit patiently at your door and don't do anything. Not just, oh, we're going to kick you out of your room. That's true, but
さあ早く。ほら終わったら連絡するから。携帯も。いつまでも下着姿など見せないで。
where's the gun? Frickin'. Whoa. She pressed my cell phone into my hand and forced me out of the room. Do I really have to stand outside like this?
あ、いけない。あの格好のまま追い出しちゃった。
Oh, now you think of that?
まあいいでしょう。ですが。
Could you at least return my pajamas?
ほらお姉様マサヤさんも相手。ミツキ、あなた何が大切か分かっていないのよ。
Why?
まずはこの部屋がきちんと正常に保たれているかどうかです。小一時間外に出ていた程度で風邪をひいたりはしませんよ。
That isn't the main issue.
あ、ええ、それはそうですが。
I think she's one of those people that are, when you quote it, unquote, too innocent.
物持ちが神の国に入るのは難しいと福音書にはあります。それが余計なものであればなおさらのことでしょう。さあミツキ、時間もないのですから早く探しますよ。
Hey, I couldn't exactly yell at this time in the morning, so I called to them softly. There was no response, though. They must have been busy with their work. Man, there's no one in the hall at the moment, but someone could come out any minute. If they found me like this, they'll definitely think I was a pervert. They already thought I was inclined to commit a crime. I decided it would be best to go outside at this time. There was likely to be no one outside the dorms. So cold. Goosebumps appeared on my arms as I trembled. Yeah, we were kicked out of our rooms with nothing but our underwear. That happened. I couldn't exactly just stand there. I decided to have a walk around. But really, why do I have to walk around dressed like this? I hoped I would get the call soon. And I would more than likely switch that background immediately. I had been so poor I never had a cell phone before, but the school had given me one. It hadn't been any special consideration. All the students received the same one.
管理の一環よ、もちろん。
That's what Rise had said when I asked her how to use it.
それ実は半分は無線機のような代物な じられて
A walkie-talkie, huh?
その携帯
How?
同士で通話をする分には何の問題もないわでも外部と連絡を取ろうとすると学校を中継しないといけないの
That sounds frustrating. It's a bit like a phone in the old days.
事前に許可の下りた番号に限り直通されるのだけどね相手が家族であったりとか相手が外部の場合メールも電話に準じるしとにかく外部との連絡には面倒な制限があるということなの
We were also forbidden from leaving school rounds. Business was really strict about contact with the outer world, but Rise is the type of person who always sneaks out. I heard of hothouse flowers and sheltered children before, but this place was really like another world. On the other hand, the rules within the school didn't seem very strict, maybe because everyone behaved well even without rules. In particular, dorm life was welcoming. They didn't even have an official light out. According to Sister Mishima, the fact that meal times were all decided in advance lent a natural rhythm to daily life. It sounds pretty inconvenient. Rise gave a slight shrug.
ユードラ・バンセンナにとっては支障がないと言えば言えるわなぜって結局のところ人間関係は内部で完結しているからでもマサヤさんにとってはそんなこともないでしょ面倒かと思いますけど我慢してちょうだいな
Actually, I don't think there's anyone I want to contact on the outside either.
そうなのでも親御さんとか
She shut her mouth quickly as she realized her mistake, then smiled apologetically.
でもほらお友達とかガールフレンドなんかもいたんじゃなくて
I shook my head slightly. Since we left town a year ago, I haven't even tried to make friends. I didn't make new friends, and I hadn't tried to contact my old ones from Etetsu Auxiliary. I didn't want to risk getting them involved in our loan issues. I hadn't even kept in touch with my childhood friend.
What do you mean he's being an asshole? Why, what's wrong?
Oh boy. I have my room and board taken care of for now at least, but I still have to do something about that loan.
I am on Homewood and...
Thought things over as I wandered down the path. The sweet smell enveloped me from all sides. Oh crap. And
It's off of, Valley.
and coming the other innocent,
It goes off of
quote
Valley.
unquote innocent.
It's a
I had thought I was alone, but there was a girl just ahead with.
Yeah,
Again,
it's
I-
close to Stanley. It's like closer to the
Noble
end.
told me about this guy
What part of Valley?
when I played this game. When I first got the game, then played it.
What street are you close to?
I don't know.
Okay.
Is he a ferret? Is he a squirrel? Like what? What the fuck is he? You guys in the comments, please tell me what the heck this creature with the hat
Go up
hat is, because I am confused.
Look on your right-hand side for Elm Street. E-L-M.
Oh, she seemed to be playing with some kind of animal, and I hadn't noticed me yet. An animal? Did they keep animals at Festus? An animal care club, perhaps?
Okay, thanks, hon.
What is that creature? I have no freaking clue. I should have run the other way, but I found myself curious about what was going on. I have never seen anything like it. It seemed like an unusual species, a stot, perhaps, but what intrigued me even more was, what a cute little hat. It just suited the creature so well. I wasn't any sort of animal lover, but I couldn't help but find it charming. I quickly drew closer. There was plenty of cover, so I felt confident in being a bit bold.
パン食べる？
Also, what the fuck is a strut? Hold up. Let me Google this. Strut. Oh, it's a weasel. Except I highly doubt that thing's a weasel. Maybe. I'm not sure. The thing's not a freaking parrot. I am so confused. Except a weasel's tail isn't that fat. What the? And also, I doubt. Never mind. Pinderbell let out a joyous coo and began munching down on the corset. The girl from the Animal Care Club, looked down at him with eyes full of love. The pet was cute, but she was spectacularly beautiful too. Also, I'm having trouble figuring out, is that thing a boy or a girl? I can't. What is that thing? What a smart creature. Plus, it really did look good. It occurred to me that I hadn't eaten anything since I started my walk. My stomach suddenly let out a growl as I watched. And of course, whoever the question mark thing this is. That's not what he's telling. That it is telling you. I'm going to say it because I don't know if that thing's a boy or a chick. Thankfully, the girl didn't seem to have heard it. This time, I ducked my head down and prepared to take my leave. Snap. Now we're... No, she seemed genuinely terrified, so I called out immediately to correct her. I used it. Oh crap. Cold sweat poured down my sides. The girl looked at me blankly. I cast a slow glance down at my lower half. Oh, thank goodness. Even though I had stood up, my lower half was still barely covered. I can't tell. What the fuck is that thing? Also, the cat just attacked. That is... I'm not here to cause any harm. She might not think that if she saw my lower half, though. Ah. Oh, right. That's right. Nice to meet you. I'm in class 2C. And also, prepare for next part.